Good morning, children. Today we are going to see a poem written by famous 20th century poet William Butler Yeats. The name of the poem is Lake Ale of Innisfree. This is the name of a lake. The Lake Ale of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats begins with the poet expressing his wish to go immediately to the Ale of Innisfree, a small, uninhabited island in Ireland. The poet resolves to depart to this isolated place, build a small cabin of clay and wattles, and live alone in the glade, comforted by the sound of bees. This image of rural life leans to the concept of self-sustenance and nature as the giver. It also points to the poet's desire for belongingness to a place different from one where he is currently living. In the second stanza, Innisfree becomes more than a physical landscape and symbolizes the idea of peace. The gentle pace of rural life brings him close to nature, and he finds serenity in its small wonders. Darkness of midnight is glimmer, harshness of noon is purple glow. To the poet, there seems to be no negative aspect in such a life. The poet constantly thinks of the shores of the Ale, while he, at present, is stuck in the city, living in an urban surrounding which lacks connection with nature. He feels out of place. He may stand on concrete pavements in London, where he was staying when he wrote this poem in 1893, but his mind wanders to the idyllic life of his childhood in the Irish countryside. In contrasting the city with Innisfree, the urban with the rural and foreign with the native, yet also carves out a separate identity for Ireland. This poem outlines the desire of a peaceful life close to nature. However, it is best read in the light of the Celtic revival and Irish nationalism, of which Yeats was a proponent. In choosing Innisfree, located in Ireland, as his refuge from London, he strengthened his love for his homeland. Let's have the analysis of this poem stanza-wise. I will arise and go now. I will arise, when the poet is telling, he is expressing his intention or purpose, and go now and go to Innisfree. Innisfree is the name of an island and a sun. And what he will do there? And a small cabin built there of clay and wattles. And he will make a small hut out of clay and wattles. Wattles, you know, that is actually the sticks which is used or striven together to make fences. He will use those clay and wattles to make a small hut in Innisfree. Beside that, he would also make 9 bean rows. He will do some work of gardening. Will I have there a hive for the honeybee? Hive, you know, that is the shelter of the honeybee, and live alone in the bee-loved glade. Here, glade means an open area in the forest. So, the most important thing in the first stanza is that he will go to Innisfree with a purpose to make a small cabin built there of clay and wattles and 9 bean rows. He will make there a hive for the honeybee and live alone in the bee-loved glade. Glade means an open area in the forest. After that, he is expressing his reasoning behind his desire to find some peace. Why he wants to go to Eng2, he is trying to highlight in the second stanza. The purpose of going to such an island is to get peace of mind. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. Here, peace is being personified as a dropping from the veils of the morning. You know, the veil is something which is used by a bride to cover her face. And here, the dewdrops are falling from the veil of the morning to where the crickets sing. Cricket is a small brown insect that produces a rhythmical chirping sound. There, midnight's all a glimmer. Midnight's all a glimmer means shining softly, and noon a purple glow. So different phase of the day is being described here. An evening full of linnet swing. Linnet swing means full of flying insect, reddish, with a reddish brown breast, that is known as your linnet swing. So here he relates peace to morning dew. He is relating, he is personifying it to a morning dew, and he wants that peace, and therefore he has made up his mind. He has decided to leave the hustle and bustle of city and go to Eng2. I will arise and go now. So this shows his strong and very strong determination, you can say, why he wants to go. And go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping. Lapping means gently striking the shore with a soft sound, that is lapping. The low sound by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, I hear it in the deep heart score, in the depth of the heart. Even though I am far away from my own native place, but still then, or I am far away from Eng2, but I can hear the sound the poet is telling of the water lapping with low sound by the shore, and that is still echoing in his ears, and that echoing sound of the water is trying to call him or motivate him to go to that lake ale of Eng2. I hope you have understood this poem. In the next video we will see the question answer of lesson 2. Thank you.